Happy birthday, America. Your founding 250 years ago did not promise wealth or success to your people, but you did promise that we all had the chance to try. Now, 2.5 centuries in, you're still the most audacious and impactful startup ever launched. As an entrepreneur of a woman-owned business, the promise of opportunity was the only promise I ever needed. I built my career on this same ideal, that my ideas and that my voice could matter. America didn't give me a guarantee, but she gave me a shot, and that's always been enough. As a fourth-generation entrepreneur, I grew up in a family-owned business. I learned firsthand that our family's ability to survive and thrive was totally dependent on our daily efforts. And that lesson has never left me. The truth is, the entrepreneurial spirit is the American spirit personified. We're not given anything. We earn our success each day. And this has been my truth throughout my entire career. Every client served, every stage I've stood on, and every idea that I've had the courage to share. Entrepreneurs don't wait for permission, and the founders of America didn't wait for permission either. They fought for what they could envision. When I started my own management consulting practice, I was betting on an unproven idea, just as my great-grandfather, grandfather, and father did before me. That fearless willingness to try is among the most patriotic acts that any of us in business will ever take. And our founders understood this. They were consultants too. They were just focused on nation building. I've spent my career in rooms where people were stuck in old models, old thinking, old fears. And what ultimately moved them was never a technology platform or a strategic framework. It was the moment that they gave themselves permission to think differently. Then they acted. That's innovation. And it's the willingness to face the fear and do what needs to be done. And in 250 years of American history, she's never waited for perfect conditions either. And failure? Well, that's part of America's design too. We've tried, failed, succeeded, and failed again. It's an endless cycle of resilience and reinvention. This is not optional for America. It's the foundation of our national operating system. It's not a bug in the American story. It's a feature. I've worked with countless businesses and organizations across our great nation, and they were not weak. They were not failures. They were just stalled and unable to identify the next iteration of their enterprise. The ones who moved forward were willing to release what no longer served them. That's adaptation. And that's how America and every great enterprise moves forward. America's greatest strength has always been her ability to bring diverse people together from around the world. My ancestors were a part of this too. They left small villages in Europe for a world of uncertainty. They were prepared to risk everything to provide a better legacy for their children and those of us who came later. My ancestors risked it all to get to America, and I'm not going to waste the opportunity that they gave me. I'm also an expert genealogist, and I've studied the journey of my ancestors. Their deep faith in themselves and in the possibility of a better tomorrow fueled them, even in the darkest of days when nothing was certain. When I walked the streets of Sweden, Slovenia, Poland, France, Austria, and Germany more than 100 to 150 years after my ancestors left those countries to come here, I truly understood that their sacrifices made everything possible for me. America still works the same way. Over the last 250 years, she has been the beacon of promise that's attracted people from across the world. Millions have arrived with nothing but courage and the will to work. They built lives and they built a nation. The American experiment is not over. It's just entering the next iteration. And my call to all of you, and especially to those of you with entrepreneurial ambitions, take the risk, show up, and then reach your hand back to help someone else do the same. Just imagine what people 250 years from now will write about us. Whatever we become as a nation rests on what you invest in her today. With love, respect, gratitude, and deep pride. Happy birthday, America. I'm Jill Johnson, president and founder of Johnson Consulting Services from Minneapolis, Minnesota.